This is Mechbay and welcome to another episode of Mechbay Dios. So this video is more of like a diorama props and accessories type video, kind of similar to the previous ones that I'm doing. But since I'm planning to do some modification on some of these in terms of the painting, I decided to just make this into like a a part of my Mechbay Dio series videos. And I just want to go over real quick these accessories where I found them. I was actually visiting Chinatown because of Chinese New Year, and I've been actually eyeing these items for over a year now. I went there maybe a few months ago, and I always see these items in there, and I always thought to myself that they'll be a good props and accessories for a Dio project. And so I went there over the weekend and finally decided to pick this up, and also for a good price, because last year when I went there, this item's kind of expensive a little bit, because like for example this right here, these are like real statues, so I mean they're pretty heavy. I mean these are not plastic or anything like that. So this is actually statue pieces that you could display in your display curio as it is. It's a pretty solid item. That's why it's a little bit more expensive. And like I said, this one goes for about $50 for the pair. And I was by doing like recon on the different shops in Chinatown, I stumbled on one of the stores that had this for like $11 a piece. So I mean, so I basically paid $25 for both, which I think is pretty good deal. Again, the reason why they're kind of expensive because they're real statues. And the same thing for this two right here. I mean, normally this goes for like I think 15 bucks a piece. I was able to find this in one of the stores for like $5 each. And so again, I decided to grab these, and pretty sure I'll be able to find like a setting in my Dio where I could use this. And then last but not least, I also found that little item over there. I don't really know what it's called, because the box that comes with doesn't really have a name on it, but it's basically those freestanding privacy walls that you see in a lot of the furniture store. But this one is kind of like has the Chinese design to it, and it's actually double-sided too. So if you wanna do more of like a flowery type setting, you could also use that. But I actually picked this up because of the other side, actually, which is that design over there. And I could see that going real well with like a dojo type diorama or some interior type diorama. Definitely you can use it. It's also a pretty good scale. I don't have close to me right now a Marvel Legends figure, but a Marvel Legend figure, like a normal one, probably goes up to like this height right here. So in terms of like scale, I think it's perfect for the scale. And then for these two right here, the reason why I picked this thing up is I was actually thinking of using them more for like a temple type diorama. And so I'm planning to repaint this to make them look more like a stone finish. Right now this one is almost like has that kind of like wood type look to it, although this doesn't look like it's wood, made out of wood. I think it's kind of like almost like a ceramic type thing, so they can break. But yeah, I want to, make them look more of like a stone statue. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be repainting this, and I'm gonna show you guys my progress as part of this video. So in order for me to start painting on these, I have to do a little bit of prep work on these. And so one of the first thing I did is kind of clean up um, these, and actually I washed them using dish washing liquid soap. So just to make sure that the dust and some of the if they have some sort of like chemical that they use in this, hopefully some of this residue will be gone, so that when I apply my paint, it will adhere more evenly and better. And so for this project, so this is basically ready for priming. So for this project, I'm gonna be using a spray paint for my black primer. I think it's just better to use a black primer for these instead of using manual acrylic, brushing, because again, this is it might be a little difficult to do acrylic straight on this one, but after you use the spray black primer, once those are applied, it's going to be much easier to do acrylic brushing on this one. And I'm actually going to be doing dry brushing after the black primer is applied, and I'm basically going to be using 3 different shades of gray on this one. And so I normally do the dark gray first. I apply that about 90% coverage, and then after that dries up, I'll be using the gray color. And for that, I'm probably gonna be applying like I'd say 50 to 60% of the surface. I'm gonna be applying dry brushing that color, and then once that's dry, then I'm gonna go to the lightest gray. This one is a light gray color, and for that, probably about 10 to 20% of the coverage for for this piece, because you only want to do some pick up some highlights just to pop the the item. And so yeah, so that will be my plan, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. All right, so here's the finished product. Again, this is using the method that I was discussing earlier, using a black primer and the three different shades of gray. And I actually like how it came out. And as you can see, pretty much covered the whole thing. I think I achieved that stone look that I've been after. So, and actually, now that I'm looking, at this one, it kind of blows my mind how different it looked from what this one was before. Remember, it was like reddish, kind of like wood red type feel to it, but as you can see, it has that stony look already. Yeah, so like I said, I basically just dry brushed everything after the prime paint. Apply it in increments, and then let it dry in between. And actually, after everything was done, I actually throw in a matte sealer on this one. but it actually added a little bit of, not really shine, but like it looks a little bit more, because like, you know, after I paint this, the color is more dull, you know, kind of like flat. But like after the matte sealer, it actually kind of make it a little bit more smooth. So, you know, I don't really know how I feel about it right now. I mean, it looks okay at the moment, but if I really wanted to make this look a little bit more like you know, like a stone, then I would love this to be a little bit more dull than what it is right now. You could kind of see it, see, because you can kind of see like the light kind of like bouncing off, because it has a little bit of the shine in there. But otherwise, you know, if you just go like this, you know, you look at it, I mean, it looks pretty good. And you know, I just throw in my base of one of my diorama work, and just to show you what it will look like in a dio setting, and I think that's look pretty good. All right, so hopefully this video was able to give you an idea on how to convert you know, something like this into something that you can use for other diorama. All right, talk to you guys later. Okay, bye bye.